start to take form in the actual space itself. Because
Yeah.
talk to other gyms, talk to athletes, parents, but until you're actually in there and doing it, then it's just you're just kind of doing it. So it's pretty cool. And I think that especially for athletes like you guys, like River, you've been here like for so long, you've been here for a couple of years now, it'll just be obviously very different. I don't want to say it's going to feel the same because it's going to feel different, but it'll almost feel more personalized when you come in because you have your own stuff, like your own sprint lane. Here's my area of the turf for change of direction, which I think some athletes are actually going to really enjoy. But
that actually sounds kind of nice.
You're still on the turf with like your squat. You're still lifting in the area with your squat. So that's all I'll say about that. Still a lot of work. We got a big workout today. We have. Hopefully, you guys can see the workout. It's up there. Yes, you guys can see the screen. Okay, cool. I don't know if you can see all the stupid pop-ups I get on my computer, stupid iCloud. But we have what's called a rounds. So basically the reps is a rounds. We're going to finish that today where we take 3 exercises. You start at 1, you go through 1, 1, 1. Then you start again 2, 2, 2. And you just keep cycling through to see how many rounds you can get through in 10 minutes. It's going to be a lot of fun. Great way to finish off the week. I've talked enough. Let's work out. Starting with our warm-up, we're going to go into bodyweight squats, jumping jacks, seal jacks, then flings, all for 10 reps, 2 times through. The squat variation, your arms can go anywhere you'd like as we work through that set of 10. And for some reason, my legs are destroyed. I don't know if that's from yesterday or not. From there, we're going to go feet together, hands your side, jumping jacks for 10, adjusting our arm length as we need to for the top of our ceilings. After our jumping jack is a seal jack, open and close for 10 reps. And then we're right into flings, feet out, arms out, crossing right over left, left over right for 10 reps. And then we're going to go back to the top one more time through. Oh, you know what it was, River? It was those stupid lunges we did yesterday. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Press out to lunges to hand coverage. That's what it is. Jump backs for 10. And then into seal jacks for 10. And then our last one is a fling, right over left, left over right. From here, we are going to go into lateral skips. So whether that's alternating in place or alternating in a bigger area, we are going to cycle through for about 25 seconds. If you need to, skip in place and then push off that outside leg. Here we go. Ready and skip. Keeping the torso and the body from rotating. Everything stays facing forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here we have pogos for 30, 3, 0 low pogo hops. From there we've got wide outs for 10 reps. And then we have 10 gate swings. From there, we're going to go back to the top, lateral skips, 20 seconds. Ready, set, go. 3, 2, 1, into 30, 3-0 low pokos. And then from there, we've got our wide outs. Also for 10 reps. And then finishing with our gate swings for 10. From here, we're going to go to the ground. We've got double leg hip bridges. Double leg hip bridges. Heels in so your hands can touch. Pull the toes up. Bridging the hips high. We're going to go for 10 reps. Legs straight out for 10 kicks. Getting a good active ankle. And then we have our iron cross, 5 on each side, modifying the top leg as needed to match the space that you're in. Making sure you're going slow if you've got a lot of snap, crackle, and pops. And then from there, we're going to come through for lateral leg raises. Setting up in our quadruped position, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, leg comes out to the side, and I'm going to shift my hands as wide as I need to, give myself that stable base, and I'm going to raise that outside leg 10 times. Then I'm going to switch to the other side. From there, I'm going to go into a bird dog for 10 on each side. Pushing into the ground, my knees and my hands so that I create a strong, stable back. I then extend opposite arm, opposite leg. From here, we're going to go down to the ground, tucking our hands into our shoulders for a prone hurdler, bringing our right knee up to our right elbow. We're going to go 10 on the right side, 10 on the left side. And then we're going to go into our last movement, the rolling V-sit, for 3 total rounds. Making sure we're reaching with 2 hands on every roll. Really stand it up. Another bonus today, I got to clean out my locker, which had my shoes in it. You know when you have like that pair of training shoes that just like, they just fit the best? Yeah, that's where I'm at. I got my training shoes, they just fit the best. I'm happy, I'm content. I'm not actually wearing them right now. I will show them off. This is not a paid ad, but the New Balance Minimus trainers, 1, these are fresh. 2, they're so comfortable to lift in and work out in and just wear around. Yeah, Minimus trainers. Petra, it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
I'm more of an Asics person, but I'll give you.
I have a pair of Asics too, but for whatever reason, I bought those. They were on sale. I was like, whatever, but they were like the new trainer from Minimus. I normally wear the old trainers from Minimus, and then they had like a brand, like a style between that I hated. So I was like, took a risk, bought them, love them. That's all I'm gonna say. But it's when shoes get broken in. You know, when like you get them and you're like, ugh, they're stiff. and then they've broken there in that like sweet spot for like 1 to 3 months, depending on how long you wear them. Oh.
I feel you, Casey.
Thank you. Petra, I think you understand too. You're just an Asics person. You just like the Asics, which is fine. I'm all there too. I have a pair of Asics. It's what I run in. And that was actually I never wore them for training because like I just like lifting in like running shoes, they just kind of get like worked, like just blown out when you're squatting and deadlifting in them. But like when I run, it's my jam. That's my jam. When I'm taking sprint sessions at the Parisi Speed School, getting whooped up on by high school kids. Yeah. Anyway, I digress. Thursday vibes. Do I have to play the song again? The Hooligans, Truly Madly Deeply, the Hooligans, I'll do it. Don't think I won't. I'm not above it. I will play it again, back-to-back Thursdays. Big time energy. Okay, change of direction. Here's what we got. We're gonna work through our skater progression. To start, we're gonna break down nice and wide, tucking our hands behind our back. We're gonna lower our center of gravity so we're in this athletic stance. From here, pick a leg to shift your weight into. It does not matter what it is. But what I want you to do is slightly lean forward so that you get the weight of your body away from the arches of your heel, more into the, instead of the arches of your heel, instead of the heel into the arches of your foot. So I'm gonna go from flat to slightly forward, so I'm in the forefoot just ahead of the arch. From here, when I say go, we're gonna gently push back and forth. And what I want you to feel is as you shift, we're avoiding putting any pressure into our heels. Okay, we're going to continue sliding back and forth here, keeping the hips on the same level for 10 seconds. And just feel yourself not using your heels at all. As we run, it's going to get you to that ball of the foot area. But more importantly, it's going to challenge you to keep a stable torso so that we don't fall over or lean too far forward. Should be nice and balanced the entire time. No bonus points for how fast you go. Finishing in 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. So really start to feel the foot there. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to go into a switch and into numbers. So as I set up, my arms still tucked behind my back. I'm going to set myself up so that when I switch, whether it's a 1 count, 2, or a 3, as I come through and switch, I'm avoiding getting into that heel still. I want to be in the forefoot, in the arch, or just above, okay, keeping that weight distribution. You're going to hear me say a number, 1, 2, or 3. That's the number of switches you're going to do. If it's a 1, it's 1 switch through. If it's a 2, 3, etc. Okay, here we go. Timer's on. I promise I'm paying attention. Ready, set, and 1. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, and chill for a second. Now, if you didn't, bring your arms into it, and if you did have your arms, keep them there. Okay, keep them there. Arms are going to be up, opposite arm, opposite leg. And bonus points, because bonus points are the most coveted thing you can have in virtual Parisi land. Think about punching your arms first before your feet. Punch your arms and then let the hips and the feet come through with you, okay? But it's arms first. Arms, 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 arms. Boom. Here we go. Ready. Set. 1. 1. 2. 2. 1. 1. 1. 3. 3. 2. 2. 1. 1. 1. 3. 3. 2. 2. 1. 1. Fin. Over. Capiche. I don't even know if it's capiche, but we're over. Fin. So now from here, if you have space, great. I'll show you kind of in a shorter distance and in a longer distance. But we're going to go shuffles into our skaters, or our skater stops, I should say. So in our skater stop, what's important to understand is our base only needs to be as wide as our shoulders. And by just as wide, we'll go slightly outside. So you'll see from here, I'm in this higher angle. That's totally fine. I think a lot of times we think it needs to be this big drawn out thing, but in reality, we'll never actually get into those positions when we play sports. We may train at those positions to overcompensate and get athletes to feel what it's like to have all of your weight distributed to the inside leg. But in sport, you're very rarely, hopefully never in that position. Maybe if you play hockey, maybe if you're like slipping, but very rarely, like you may fall through to that position, like a shot or rotational play. But when you plant and cut, you're not going to have this big exaggerated position we may be in. So as we go through these shuffles, really think about almost keeping your body a little higher, alternating as we come through, plant, come through, plant. I'm just alternating back and forth, depending on the space that I have. If I have minimal space, it might just look almost like that ski hop that we're doing, but we're focusing now on just pushing through angles. All right, here we go, 30 seconds. Give yourself as many shuffles as your space allows. Ready, set, go. Timer's on 30 seconds. Pushing through each position, focusing on getting the feet wide, come through. My hips are still moving on a rope. I'm not having a lot of vertical displacement. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, grab a drink if you need. Do you think it's safe to put the space heater away in the garage? Or is it going to snow again? It's going to be 70 tomorrow or Saturday.
Yeah, I think it's safe if you put it away. I don't think it's going to snow anymore, honestly.
Thank you. It's time to Casey.
Don't, Petra, don't garage shame me right now, okay? Keep in mind, that's my home office. That's the home office right there. There's 2 monitors because I'm bougie like that, okay? And this is right here, you know what's crazy? See this? That's soda. You know what I don't drink? Soda. I don't drink soda at all. It's 5 2-liter bottles of soda that somehow when people come, like, not that people, but we had like a small birthday party, some family, you know, I quarantined, but people were like, oh, hey, I brought over a drink. And I was like, all right, like, whatever. And they brought soda. Like my mother-in-law, my mom, like, what? My mom is like 62 years old. Why is she just showing up with a 2-liter bottle of Sprite to a birthday party for a 31-year-old? What? That's the story. But yeah, that's the home office. So it gets cold in here. If I'm in here in the morning, like 6 a.m., I'm just chugging away, working professional, hashtag work from home. It's cold. I'm soft. That's why I wear the winter hat.
Well, then you should wait later in the day until it gets warmer.
So I have an 18-month-old child, Mr. Mitchell. There's no waiting. It's working when I
yeah.
can.
That is true.
Working when the child.
I forgot about that.
That little ball of terror. She's nuts. Okay, here we go. Let's do one more set ups. Line up here. Arms are out. 30 seconds. Ready. On your mark. Get set. Go. Timer's on. Pushing back and forth. Think about that foot position. Think about breaking down, but not letting your hips dip too much. Vertical displacement is not what we're looking for. Keep punching through. Keep punching through. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Good job. So the next thing we're going to do here, you don't necessarily need like a box or a speed ladder or anything. I conveniently have this tape box, more so you can just see the pattern of my feet, because sometimes it can be hard to see on a black surface. What I'm going to do, think wide out, but instead of hopping both feet at a time, I'm going to step in, 1 in, 2 in, 1 out, 2 out. So I'm 1 in, 2 out, and this is my base position. Now from here, if I go to my right, as I come in, boom, I'm back in, okay? Regroup, I go to my left, I'm out, I'm back in, okay? So rather than do something like a pogo or a foot fire, I want you actively thinking about stepping your feet in hip width to shoulder width as we go through, and then I'm into my angle, I'm back out. quick feet into my ankle, back out. Don't need much space. We're gonna run it 20 seconds. Ready? On your mark, get set, go. Feet, feet, feet. Ready, left. Feet, 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 right. Left. Left. Right. Right. Left. Left. And relax. If you're finding for whatever reason that the 1 foot in, 1 foot out is throwing you off, you could absolutely go to something like a pogo where it's 2 feet hopping. That's totally fine. I won't obviously like zoom shame you for that. I don't think I zoom shame. I don't zoom shame. Do I zoom shame? I don't zoom shame. I'm gonna zoom shame Shannon tonight on the strategy call. That's 100%. I'm gonna be like, oh God, what's your background? Oh my God, oh, are those taped sheetrock walls? Are those exposed cords? Ugh. Are those TV trays for a makeshift desk? Oh, yeah, we don't zoom shame here. We don't zoom shame. Here we go, set 2, ready, breaking it down, set, and feet. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, ready, left. Left. Right. Left. Right. Right. Left. Left. Right. Left. Right. Right. Done. Yeah. Thought I just broke my watch. Wow. Awesome. So here's what we got today. We'll make sure we got time for this. The time. Why? I'm such a boomer. Can one of you two just like, okay, boomer me, just to keep me humble? Just be like, yeah, okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer.
Thank you. Thank you. It's like, I just had like a little hissy fit in my brain over a $10 watch that I bought. Like, yeah, that's where I'm at. Quarantine struggles, okay? It's real for everyone. So here's what we got. Our first power-based movement. We're gonna do a pogo into a broad jump. You see it on the screen somewhere, wherever it is on your screen. It's not actually up on the screen in front of me. But I'm gonna go pogo hop to broad jump. Now, if you don't have the space for a broad jump, pogo hop to a squat jump, okay? But we're gonna think about pogo, no set number of reps. From there, I'm gonna break down, broad jump, stick it, okay? Pogo, pogo, quick decel, and focus on that transitional speed. Whether it's the pogo to broad jump, pogo to squat jump, the transition between the two movements is what we're actually training. Not necessarily the distance of the jump or the height of the squat jump after, but rather how fast I can get from rapid deceleration to that forward momentum, okay? That's what we're actually trying to train. The second thing we have is a half kneeling fake chop. So chop is going to be a striking motion down. Doesn't necessarily matter what you use. My water bottle here. If you have a small weight, that works perfectly. I'm going to think about being in my half kneeling position. I'm going to reach tall in this diagonal fashion. I'm going to slam down, making sure my hips don't wobble as I go. The last thing I want to do is slam and think about flexing or sinking into that back hip. I want to stay tall, reach, chop, come back up, reach, chop, and make sure I'm getting that full vertical diagonal reach in between each rep. That's going to be 8 per side. The third exercise is super fun. We're going to go into a split stance, so I'm going to actually hover. I'm going to have my back knee off the ground, and from here, I have my right leg up, so my left arm, so you guys can see this probably is a better angle. Okay, my left leg is in front, so my right arm is going to come up behind my head. I'm going to extend out of the way, rotate my knuckles to my lower back, lift my hand away from my back, extend the elbow, reach and swing my way back to top, planting my palm behind my head. I'm going to hold that split squat as I do this for 4 reps on each arm. What you want to avoid doing is twofold. Don't just push this opposite hand into that leg, because that's just going to make the split squat worse. The second thing you want to avoid doing is just rapidly moving your arm up and back. That's not that good either. It can be controlled somewhat quick, but I want to think about lifting away, extending, flipping my knuckles, okay? So now my knuckles come to my back, and then I lift away again, extend my arm, rotate it up, bend the arm again to back behind my head. We've done shoulder cars before, but this position is just maybe that isometric split squat, so we're gonna work one arm at a time. That's gonna be 4 per leg. Per side, per leg, per arm. Okay, so we got 4 pogos broad jumps, 8 half kneeling fake chops, don't actually throw something. And then our third exercise is a split squat with 1 arm shoulder car. Zoomies, questions, comments, concerns, it's on the screen. If you forget, that's everything.
Are you able to demo the third exercise again?
Oh yeah. Is there a view that you want to see that is going to answer your question, River?
No, I just need to, like, just in general to know, like, what, like, the motion is. It doesn't really matter to me.
Sure. So I'm going to go into the split squat hover. Okay, so from the bottom of a split squat, I have whatever leg is in front, the opposite arm is behind my head. So left leg is in front, right hand is behind my head. I come up, rotate my hand around, knuckles to my back. I come away, extend, rotate. That's 1 rep. I'm out and away, down, out, up for 2, etc. Yes, no, maybe, good, bad.
Yeah, I'm good. I got it.
Wait, is the second one the Z press?
That is going to happen. That's the second wave of exercises.
So wait, are we on the power block or what are we on?
Power block, homie. Power block. Power block. Z press comes next. We are in the A's, the power block. Are we ready to go? 4 sets. On your mark. Get set. Okay, now you can go. Remember, if you don't have the space for a broad jump, it's a squat jump. If you don't have the space for a broad jump, that sucker is a squat jump. You guys think we need the hooligans coming in here? We need the hooligans? The hooligans? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. Ads. Stupid YouTube. Ready? Here it comes.
I'll be your dream, I'll be your wish, I'll be your fantasy. I'll be your rope, I'll be your love, be everything.
Turn it up! Thursday energy!
I will be strong, I will be faithful, because I'm carrying on the new beginning. A reason for living, a dream of living. I wanna stand with you on the mountain. I wanna be.
Why do I feel like that's grossly underappreciated from you 3? I feel like you guys don't appreciate the hooligans at all. Thursday energy.
There's like an SNL skit that makes me think of every time I hear it. I swear they did some parody of it.
It probably, that is a parody. I believe that might have actually been, I want to say it was filmed in Europe for a Puma ad for Premier League Soccer. I'm not entirely sure on that. I'm not sure on that, but just fires me up. Fires me up. Mitchell brothers have no comment. Not fans of the hooligans.
I mean, like, it's okay, but
I'll take that. I'll take that. You can leave it at that. Just leave it at that. I mean, it's okay. Okay, all right. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm in. You've
It's
sold.
overrated.
I'm sold. Okay, it's not that bad. Okay, sold. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. I'm here for it. Do you guys have like weeks left of school? Is that like a thing still? Like you guys still get done in June?
yeah, I think I have like 4 weeks or something like that.
I have 3 maybe. I don't know.
And then finals? Do you have to do finals? I would love online high school. I would love it. I hated high school. I was so bad at high school. I would have loved to do it online. Be sweet.
I mean, for me personally, I actually like somewhat enjoy high school, but
Yeah, I think I have more of a hard time of just like staying in one place. That I struggle with, and it's not really enjoyable to go anywhere right now, like the grocery store. It's not
Yeah.
fun. Enjoy that.
hmm
So that's what I struggle with. I go for a lot of walks during the day. A lot of walks. Take my dog for a lot of walks.
I've been having like AP exams this week and I have them next week, and that's just been a whole fun
Well,
experience.
that's a humble brag because you're smart enough to be in AP classes. So it's
No,
humble
it's not. It's just terrible right
humble brag. I was not smart enough to take AP classes when I was in high school. So me and my 2.7 GPA thrived. And that was the good news. That was like the senior year taking bailout, like a lot of phys ed classes to try to up my GPA. That was like the good news. I think it was like a 2.4 up until my senior year. Oof.
yeah, that's a little rough.
Not the most impressive. I turned out okay though. I did really well in college. Like really
That's
well.
good.
I was an honor student in college. Took me a little bit to get there. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish, children. Remember that. Remember that. It's about how you finish.
Of course.
The important thing is that you start. Start something and then finish strong. It's going to get rowdy tonight with Shannon on the strategy call. I can tell. I have a list of general topics to talk with her about. It'll be a little bit of a scattered, like a miscellaneous, like a little miscellaneous topics. Obviously, if you're joining, weigh in with any conversation piece you may have, or just chime in on the conversation. Your perspective is welcome.
I don't think I've ever been so excited for a strategy session before.
They're not that well attended, which in person, but I will say the only reason we still do them is they get sent out, like people will be like, yo, couldn't make it. Or like Tuesday night, Molly Gribbin wanted the recording to send to like her people. But they get sent out to like people in the program right now. And people watch and listen to them. They just do it on their own time, which I think is one of the advantages of digital stuff. If you're like, hey, 6 o'clock, not for me, but 9 o'clock tomorrow when I'm doing homework, I can play that in the background. Yeah, that's more where I'm gonna listen to it. Because people do listen, they just they don't attend the live one, which is fine. Like it doesn't bother me. It bothered me more if no one attended the live one and no one listened to them after. But because people listen to them,
Yeah.
we're going to keep strategy sessions. When we reopen, the online program is still going to stick around. It'll be done a little differently. Obviously, we'll have access to the facility, not my garage gym. So we'll do it just a little differently. Hopefully a little bit better camera production, microphone work, things like that. But we'll probably also program out like 20-minute workouts, 30-minute workouts, 10-minute core work, hour-long sessions. Like we'll have kind of a variety that people can kind of pick and choose from, and then we'll just keep that constantly updated and rolling. So should people not want to come train in the gym, totally fine. Should people go in season and need something to do, you know, we'll probably include it for those that are training in person as well. But it's it'll be just a little different, but similar. Just because we'll be doing in-person training as well. We won't have set times to be able to do live sessions and things like that. But
Do you have any idea of when you're gonna like reopen?
so I'm hoping tomorrow the governor says that.
Okay.
If he goes through his press conference tomorrow, I think he's on at like 10:30 or 11 in the morning. If he goes on and doesn't talk about gyms and like phase 1 businesses reopening, I'll be a sad child. As I tell my daughter when she's crying, like, oh, why are you a sad babies? I'll be a sad babies. You don't want to be sad babies. But I have a feeling it'll be sometime in June, like early
Okay.
June, before
Okay.
before your school year is done. That's my feeling, because I know that we, like me personally and the Edge, we won't open just because we can. We'll open to make sure that it's done right. Like if it's on that day, great. If it's a couple more days later, but it'll be, we'll definitely have the plan laid out for everyone. And the last thing I want to do is just be like, hey, everyone, we're open, and not have you know what to expect. Obviously, we talk about it a little bit, but like that very formal plan will be definitely presented. Okay. But I think I would think early June, I think. So gyms were in the phase 1 reopening that the president listed out and stuff. So that's really good. Some businesses not as lucky. So like my mom is a hairdresser and she's like, I have no idea when I'm going back to work. Yeah, tough. Okay. Second wave of exercises. This is going to be 4 sets of 6, and you'll see the last one is 4 sets of 12. So another 4 rounds. We have rear foot elevated split squats. If you don't have something to elevate your rear foot, that's totally fine. You can do just a split squat from the floor. But if you have something to elevate your rear foot, that's great. Throw it up there. Hold your weights accordingly. 2 dumbbells, 1 dumbbell goblet style. You can even do 1 dumbbell offset with the lead foot. And we're going to go 6 split squats per leg. Okay, 6 split squats per leg. From there, we're on the ground. Feet straight out, toes pulled up. 1 arm Z press, pressing that weight straight overhead. Our third exercise is a 1 arm row, and that can be done off of an object, like whatever you just rear foot elevated split squatted from, or it can be a 1 arm bent over row. However you want to row with 1 arm, you're rowing with 1 arm, and it's going to be 12 total reps, okay? 12 total reps. Does that make sense? Zoomies. Okay, 6 split squats per leg, 6 Z presses per leg, 12 rows per arm, 4 sets, pretty straightforward. The accessory work is where it gets so fun. So fun. So fun. Petra, by the way, and boys, if you're joining for Saturday morning, I know you guys probably are sleeping in, it's totally cool. The Saturday morning workout this week, yeah, it's gonna be sick.
What is it?
So I'm turning Saturdays into these like more competitive like rounds, reps. Like you've noticed, we've done a ton of like push-ups and reps and things like that in general. We're gonna follow. So there's this workout called the 12 Days of Christmas. We may do that as a finisher. It's pretty fun. I gotta make sure all the equipment and stuff works out. And then it's like,
I have to ask you, have you ever done Sally?
oh, bring Sally up, bring Sally down. Oh,
Yeah.
I've done it with squats, planks, push-ups. It's the worst I ever did. I did it with a 95-pound bar. We did it with back squats.
That sounds, yeah.
That was stupid. Yeah, bring Sally up. It's not called that though. I forget what the name of the song is for real. It's something super random.
It's like something with isn't it like something with roses? It's something weird like that.
Something super, it should just be called the Sally song. If you Google the Sally song, it comes right up. Anyway, Anyway, that's our next round of exercises. 4 sets through, multiples of 6. Last one is 12. On your mark, a get set, and a go. Because I've been just so chatty today, which I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry I've been chatty. Our 10-minute cap will probably run over the set time of 5. So if you have a hard stop at 5, sorry. But I'm not sorry that I'm talking today. I'm not. Thursday energy. There's nothing wrong with Thursday energy. Major vibes. Major vibes.
Can you really quickly demonstrate the Z press again?
What's that? I can do that, yes. What is it?
The Z press?
Z press? Did you just do that so I'd stop playing the song? Because that's fair. Legs straight out, toes up, knees down, sit tall, pressing the weight straight over your head. Okay, sets are per arm, 6 per arm. Goal is to not have this opposite arm down on the ground as you do it. Okay, if you're unable to press without that hand coming to the ground, we'll just modify it into a tall kneel position. But typically, if that's the case, just unlock your knees and bend your knees just a little bit. Does that answer your questions, young homie?
Yeah, and then how should we be rowing?
One arm. So if it's a one arm row from the thing that you use your rear foot elevated splits going on, that's fine. If it's a bent over row where you're having that soft hinge and you're rowing with one arm, that's fine. However you want to get one arm rows in, plank row with one arm, you have kind of an option on that. Nothing too particular. We got 4 sets. Song fires me up. Fires me up big time.
I can't tell if you're kidding anymore, whether it actually fires you up or you just.
Oh, it does. No, it actually fires me up. I think it's hilarious because there's something about the bald guy in the front that's just like has a scowl on his face. People like in the video are generally pretty happy, and he's just like aggressively yelling. I think that's hilarious. But no, that song fires me up. Like I'm ready to go. Like that defines my Friday energy. Last Friday, I blasted it in the morning when my wife was on a meeting in the other room, and she came out to our 18-month-old dancing to that song, and I was so proud. She was mortified. She proceeded to then yell at me because she was on a meeting, which deserved. I'm not saying I didn't deserve that. I did, but it was a beautiful moment. It just kicked off Friday energy. I'm here for it. I'm a big Friday energy guy, if you can't tell. Like, if we can't play dodgeball on Thursday nights, we can play the hooligans. We can play the hooligans. Here for it. So here for it. Just so here for it. Watch like 20 people come on the strategy call tonight because Shannon. I'll be so mad. I'll be so like, really, guys? Really?
That's probably gonna happen, honestly.
What
That's
am I?
probably gonna happen.
What am I? You know, back in the day, I used to be able to draw a crowd. Now I'm the old guy. Whatever, guys.
It's okay, Casey.
No, whatever. I will say it was. So we showed up at the Edge today. This is the most Cozy Joe story ever, right? Like Shannon and I are socially distanced. We're about 12 feet apart. We're just shooting the breeze, catching up today. And this guy comes walking up to us in a full like ski mask, right? And all you can see is like eyes. And I'm like who? You know, it was like 9 o'clock, so it wasn't like warm yet. So it was still like kind of like sweatsuited up. And I was like, who's this person? And across the parking lot comes walking Cozy Joe. Like, didn't just have like a normal, like, you know, like a mask on, had like the ski like sock over his face with like the eyes showing. And I thought someone was coming to rob us. I was so concerned. It was Cozy Joe, the nicest person you'll ever meet. Joe.
Cozy Joe.
But that was Cozy Joe's mask. I was like, dude, what do you like walk around wearing that? Like, are you wearing that to the grocery store? What's happening?
I gotta say, Cozy Joe is the coziest mask.
Oh, it was
honestly.
I figured like a cozy mask would be like one of those really cool cloth masks that like people homemade, like they make them at home, and it's like, you know, it's like frogs or teddy bears, you know, like or like bears or like some animal on his mask. I'm like, oh, it's Cozy Joe. Look how cozy it is. He came in looking like a bank robber, and I was concerned. I was like, Shan, you know this person? And then we got closer. I'm like, Joe? And he's like, yeah, this is what I got for my mask today. And I'm like, dude, you look like you're a rob a bank.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Kyle showed up in like a polo, like dressed professional. I was like, bro, you don't even wear this kind of attire when you show up to work normally. Like,
oh, wow.
Yeah, he like dresses down apparently when he comes to work at Parisi. Who knew?
Mm.
Yeah, but the gang was all there, man. The gang was all there. Reminiscent of the old times, you know? Now because you're young people, you guys can be like, back in the day. This is your first back in the day moment. Welcome to getting old. Back in the day, we used to be able to actually sit next to people. Back in the day, we actually used to go to grocery stores and they had food on the shelves. Back in the day, I'll stop. I know, Patrick, this is Thursday energy. This is what we got. This is Thursday energy. Socially distanced virtual Thursday energy. Okay, are we ready to go for the finale here? Are we ready for the finale? Can I get some thumbs up emojis? Can I get some thumbs up emojis for the finale? Maybe. I do like on the iPad how it puts the thumbs up emoji right in the middle of my screen. I love that. Okay, so here's what we got. Pretty straightforward. It's going to be 10 minutes. Your job in 10 minutes is to get through as many rounds as you can. Every round that you're on is the number of reps you're going to do. So it starts 1 goblet squat, 1 RDL, and then 1 bent over row. From there, I'm back up, 2 goblet squats, weights come down, 2 RDLs, and then 2 rows. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Basically, you're working up to whatever number you can get to in 10 minutes. It ends up being a lot. It adds up real quickly, okay? And that's the finisher for today. I believe actually there is a core finisher there. If you would like to do that, you absolutely can. But we are going to finish with this, the 10-minute cap. Boom. Grab your weights, children. Savage children. Goblet squat, RDL, bent over row. On your mark. Wait. Questions? Comments? Casey, stop talking. Respect. Ready? Go! Patrick, don't head shake! Oh, man, that hurt. Oh, ready, set, go. I think now that I've had you digitally yell at me once with a head shake, I need it. I have to have it. have to have more of that. Petra, welcome officially to the Parisi program. You haven't lived until you've delivered some level of sass to me.
How do you recommend we pull the weights for goblet squats?
What's that?
If I'm holding 2 weights for goblet squats, should I put them like on my shoulders?
Yeah, front rack on the shoulders for sure. Just had a mini panic attack and thought that I didn't actually start the timer. I did. We're 1 minute in. I haven't, believe it or not, of all the things that I've messed up on, hopefully you can't tell when I mess up. Sometimes you definitely can, but most of that's like a digital camera thing. I've never once forgotten to start the timer. I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of that. So, just saying. Just saying. "90 seconds in.
Are we going up to 10?
You are getting in as many rounds as you can. If it's 10, 15, 27, we're getting in as many rounds as you can, adding a rep every time. Two and a half minutes in. Three minutes in. The rounds add up very quick. So as the reps start to climb, remember to adjust your pace. Super easy to work, like 1 through 7-ish. And then all of a sudden it just gets heavy. All of the reps. What would the hooligans do? Four and a half minutes in, approaching that halfway mark, making the adjustments now for your pace. Numbers get big quick. Over the halfway mark. Adjust the pace as the reps climb. Four minutes left. Huge Thursday vibes. Huge Thursday vibes. Approaching 7 minutes in. Three minutes left. 3 minutes left. The finisher of finishers. Well, we haven't done this one a lot. It gets rough. It gets rough, especially with the dumbbells or weights you're using in a position where you don't have to move a lot. You can actually move your body faster, get through more rounds. It's mechanically efficient, but you just end up doing like sets of like 40. We go. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minute warning in full effect. $90 seconds left. One minute. 1 minute. Thursday energy. Coming in real tight. Thursday energy. You want an individual second countdown? I'll count down the last minute. Don't think I won't. I'm not above it. I'm not above it. $30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. I hear baby Sawyer outside. She's not happy. It's not a happy baby outside. Finishing up in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Where did that rank? Was it doable, possible? Did it suck?
It wasn't bad. My wrist just got like really tired from holding the dumbbell the same way.
It's a lot of time holding weights, especially if you use a weight, the same weight for all of it. It can be rough, especially if you have like a barbell too. It can be super tough.
I think that's nice.
I mean, it was certainly like doable, but it was